life, I approach it with a state of empathy, right? Regardless of what color, what creed, what race you are, I look at people as human beings. I think that's important. But life is always about taking a stand and holding principles. So I want to explain what I feel like my stance is as a black male in this world, okay? And conversations that I've had with my brothers and sisters in the black community. And I want you guys to empathize with it and hear me on it. So when I hear what Kyrie Irving has to go through in order to be reinstated, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. And let me give you examples of how I feel like we don't have the same energy and hold other people who have dealt with racial tropes accountable. So when Sarah Silverman does blackface, or when Don Imus says nappy-headed hose, or when Howard Stern calls somebody the N-word in the skit, or when Brett Favre takes money from the state of Mississippi, we don't ask them to get sensitivity training. We don't ask them to donate $500,000. We don't ask them to meet with the Black National Caucus. They apologize, and then, you know what? The rest of the world moves on. But what I feel like is happening here, and that's how in the black community, like, we've been told that's how the process works, right? Think about that, Bert. That's how the process works. Oh, somebody does a blackface. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. We got it. Okay? You know, is that person really racist? Probably not. Was it ignorant? Probably so. Okay, we understand it. We move forward. We don't like it. We would love to hold them accountable. But society and having a lot of black people in positions of power, we don't have the governability to do that. But what we feel like happens with Kyrie is even after an apology, it's not enough. We feel like there needs to be more. And a lot of people I've spoken to over the last couple of days talk about this thing. Older mentors of mine talk about buck breaking. So we talk about tropes. This is something that we feel like in the black community that happened way back in the day, where if there was a slave that was defiant, right, he got broken in front of everybody in order to show that he was not in a position of power. And that at the end of the day, he had to do what he was told to do because that's what was mandated of him. And there's a bigger situation going on. What's happening with Kyrie Irving? If the Nets don't want him to be there, just say you don't want him to be there. But we should hold everybody accountable, even owners of teams accountable, with things that are happening in other countries, i.e. China and Uyghurs and the Muslim genocide that is occurring, that we hear Enes Kanter talk about. But we don't keep the same energy for everybody. We pick and choose what conversational points we want to make more polarizing. And I might lose my job. I might lose deal opportunities in the future for speaking out about even the platforms that continue to promote and profit a movie that is considered anti-Semitic to billions of people. They don't have to be accountable. Who is accountable? But we're going to put everything on the shoulders of Kyrie Irving, who, even though he said, I cannot be anti-Semitic because if I know where I came from, stating that he's one of the 4 lost tribes. He's saying that blacks and Jews come from the same entity, the same thing. But we don't want to understand nuance. We want to be triggered by words, and we like fire, and we like things that are, going viral on social media, and everybody has some kind of hot take, and we're calling people idiots, and we're calling people names, because that's what we do. We just destroy each other. I ain't gonna destroy each other, man. I'm not gonna do that. Is Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic? Hell no. Could he have gone about it maybe a different way? That's what I would have advised him to do. But I'm not gonna let you guys sit out here and make this dude out to be like he is a villain, like he is a bad person. He is looking to explore his heritage. Now you can crucify me if you want. I don't give a damn anymore. It's time for people to start speaking out with nuance and speaking out on the principles they stand for. That's all I'll say.
He's a phenomenal basketball player, and I like his takes on ESPN, but I didn't know the brother was so well versed in such deep topics, man. Shout out to Jay Williams, man. You see, he's risking something by talking out. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing they don't want to do after like Kanye is like Kanye shook shit up. Okay. And I'm not defending Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Not on this video. And so Kanye shook shit up, right? And so like the powers that be in them folk, they're like, they want to know, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to shut all shit down. You know what I'm saying? But the mainstreaming of us not being black and being much more than just black is on. We're tired of being a color, the worst color you could possibly be. We're sick and tired of it. We are a people too. We are a people with a lost nationality, and we're certainly not black. So we're in search of it. And then they want to call that black identity extremists. Shout out to Jay Will for standing on something. This whole Semite thing. When you look up Semite, those are the sons of Noah, right? You have Hamite, Semite. Everybody knows those are dark-skinned Africans. And then you have the Europeans of Japhet. The Ashkenazi Jews are descendants of Japhet. So I'm not sure where this Semite thing comes from that they're repping. When Kyrie says he's a Semite, that checks off. Ask the biblical scholars and stuff. Ask them. Matter of fact, ESPN brought a rabbi on. He said, yeah, well, the Jews, they look all sorts of colors and all. They don't just look like me. All right, think of this for a second. We all know that Jesus was black, right? Well, Jesus was a Jew. There you go. Black Jew. Done. Serious. Conversation over. So thank you, Jason, Jay Williams, for taking a stand, bro. Because you don't have to. You're on the biggest platform and only negativity can happen. He brought up like Howard Stern, Sarah Silverman. See, the only difference, brother, is with those particular people. Those are not athletes, right? Those people, somewhat are independent, or, they may have a company, but they're not necessarily athletes, right? Even Brett Favre. You see, the justice we want from the Brett Favre situation is we want Brett Favre arrested. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to go to NAACP and take training. He has to go in front of a motherfucking judge. If you guys don't know what happened with Brett Favre, look it up. Brett Favre needs to be in front of a motherfucking the DA of North or South, East or West of the FBI offices of Mississippi. That's what he needs to be. But look, you see this picture right here that I have? This is buck breaking. This is what they're doing to Kyrie. Okay? You see the brother on the tree is Kanye. And the brother on the ground over there to the left, that's Kyrie. And we're the people watching and pointing. This is a trope. They don't like Jewish tropes. We don't like so-called black tropes, anti-Hamite tropes. I just want to correct Jay. It's not the Uyghurs. You know what I'm saying? I know he misspoke. It's not the Uyghurs. See, the Muslims in China, those are the Uyghurs who are absolutely mistreated because they're an ethnic minority. Those are the Uyghurs. The Uyghurs is Eminem in them. You know what I'm saying? Any which way, shout out to him, man. And, we are in search of our heritage. So if you guys are watching this and you like these kind of conversations, these are right up my wheelhouse. I swear. This is the kind of shit we talk about a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you guys just want to talk sports and stuff. We do that. We talk hip hop, whatever. But at the end of the day, CIRC7E Media, race, religion, politics. All right, you guys. Shout out to Jay Williams, man. Excellent points. Thank you for saying that, speaking up for us. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens with Jay Williams. Let's see if they put him up there now. Let's see if he's next. I doubt it, because he didn't say nothing that crazy. So, shout out to all the Hebrews, Israelites. Shout out to the Moors. Shout out to the Kemites. Because think about it. The Moors, identity stolen. Right? No longer, those are no longer so-called black people, right? Israelites, identity stolen. Those people are no longer so-called black people. And our other brother, the Cometians, our brother from Egypt, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that was stolen. They're trying to make all the Egyptians white. So, shout out, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to fight for this, man. They try to make Jesus white, right? So anyway, that's what it is. Love you guys, man. Ali Salaam. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all whatever you do. Love y'all, man. Peace.